everyone, it's Mari here for Trinity Stamps. I'm going to be taking you through the process to create a mini slimline, and I'm going to be using Cirque. This is a really sweet little 4x6 stamp set that was designed by Popsicle Sticks, and I love this little stamp set. These images are so adorable here, and I had so much fun stamping these out and coloring these. You can see the sweet little girl who's hanging from the trapeze. There's a little unicyclist and so on and so forth. Really, really sweet and just an adorable little stamp set to work with, the latest release from Trinity Stamps. I'm also going to be working with the Mini Modern Emboss Slimline die set. This is a really fun die set for creating a mini slimline card, and you can see here I have all of the different pieces for this slimline set cut out and ready to go on my desk here. I have the circle piece and then two of the rectangles. I'm going to layer these all together today for my slimline card and adhere those onto a slimline card base, which is 3x6. Just going to place these on my grid mat here just to show you how these are all going to layer together in that way. And then here's all my little stamped images here that I have colored with my Copic markers. They're all ready to go for embellishing the little card front here that I'm going to be creating. So super cute, and this is going to come together super fast. So here you'll just see me going ahead and adhering those different layers down to my cardstock base. This is a Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock base here that I cut at 6x6 and scored at 3 inches. And I'm going to just adhere the largest rectangle that I die cut from that, of course, from the die set. This is some teal cardstock from my stash, and I'm going to adhere that down, and then I will go ahead and adhere that aqua colored rectangle over top of that. I am adhering these first two pieces here onto my card base just flat without dimension, and then the piece that has the circles cut in it will be dimensional, and I will be using some foam adhesive on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this adhered down onto my card base as well. Just going to make sure that that is as centered as it possibly can be here just by eyeballing it. And just going to go ahead and press that down, get that in place, and then I'll start working on this piece with 3 circles. So I'm going to use a little bit of foam adhesive all over the back of this piece here to pop that up, and I will go ahead and just do some of that off camera there. It's just the same process over and over. Now I am going to pop up each one of my little characters here on some foam adhesive as well and adhere them over top of these circle openings. And I am using a fairly dimensional, thick piece of foam adhesive here for the little people here for my card, and just so that they pop up nicely off of the white piece that already has that dimensional foam adhesive on it. Now I am going to use a little bit of clear wink of Stella to add a little bit of glitter and shine to some of my little people here. So some of their clothing and their hair. I'm not actually using any of the glitter on their face or their skin, but I am using it on their hair and their clothing just to give the card a little bit of sparkle. I'll just continue to go over each of those little areas that I want this on, and I'm going to add my gel pen details in white gel pen over top of that wink of Stella. So here you can just see here I'm taking my white gel pen. I will add a little highlight to each one of the eyes of the little people, and you'll just see me here adding that in. I'm trying to use a symmetrical sort of like mirror image of the little highlight there. So if it's on the left top corner or the right top corner on one eye, then I make sure it's on the right top corner of the other eye. And here you can just see that I am adding some polka dots to the little girl's dress. I will add polka dots to each one of the other little people's clothing as well in a few different little areas here just to add a little bit more detail. And I just like that look. I think it just makes it look a little bit more fun that way. Something that I did off camera, and actually I didn't even show this in the end still shot, but I will, or in the end shot of the video, but I will show this on Instagram and Facebook. When I finished the card, I decided that I wanted to do little faux stitching lines around each of the circles in black on the white cardstock. And so you will see that in the photographed images of this project on Instagram and on Facebook. So just watch for that if you want to see that detail. And here you can just see this is the Slimline Doodle Garden stamp set. And I wanted to use the sentiment from this set for my card. And the sentiment here is just going to be sending smiles. And I've stamped that onto my card front just below the center circle. Now I'm going to use some of the flat back bead mix called Rainbow Fish. And I'm actually going to put that in my little bead tray here from Trinity Stamps. I love these little trays. It makes it easier to see the different sizes of beads in the tray. And then it's super easy to get that back into the little storage container because there's a little funnel on the one end of it. I'm going to use my Marvy jewel picker and I'm going to take a bunch of these out and just sort of decide which colors I want to use on my little project here. You'll see me roughly place them on my card where I want to stick them. And once I have them placed on there, I will go ahead and take my Nouveau Glaze adhesive and add those onto the card. And that will finish off the embellishments as far as the bead mix goes. So there you can just see where I'm planning on putting the little beads. I wanted to use 6 of them and I wanted to use them sort of near each one of the different circles. So I will just pick each of those up separately, obviously, with my Marvy jewel picker, add a little bit of liquid adhesive and then place the bead into that liquid adhesive. I'm going to finish off my card with a little bit of stickles. I'm going to use kind of a rainbow color of stickles here on some of the different areas. So where the little character's clothing is colored teal, for example, I'll use some teal stickles, etc. and just add that little bit of a pop of sparkle and glitter onto the clothing. And that will finish off my card. So you'll just see me finishing that off, and I really love how that looks. And like I said, I did take a black gel pen and add that faux stitching around the outside edge of each one of the circles. It just finishes it off. I felt like it looked a little bit plain when I was finished making the card and I finished filming. And so I added that in. So just watch for that in the still shots that you'll see in social media. I do think it does add a little bit of extra pizzazz to the card, and something that you can think about doing on a project if you do purchase this mini modern embossed slimline die set. This is such a fun die set, and I do really like the mini slimline size. I find that it's a little bit more compact and it's just another option, right? Another size option. So yeah, so I just had fun making this. I think it's super cute. And I absolutely love the popsicle sticks designs that are in the Trinity shop. Make sure that you check those out. Cirque is just one of many. And this designer has just really, really super unique drawings and designs. And you can definitely pick these out in the shop for sure. So much fun. And I just enjoyed making this card. I think it's just going to be a fun little card that a recipient will receive that definitely will make them smile for sure. And this is the finished card. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Make sure that you check the description box below for all of the products that I used today. They are linked up so that you can go ahead over to the Trinity shop and shop for any of these different products. Have an amazing day, everyone. Bye-bye.